this is what I'm used to. Now, it's CapCut, I get it, and also I don't know why I'm not signed in, but I was able to like actually work with this and make something. This is the most recent video that should be out. If I wanted to split a section here, zoom it out, and put a caption in, I could do that in 30 seconds. As I'll zoom in here so I can see what I want. I'll clip it. I'll clip the section that I want. Oh, that didn't clip. Clip the section that I want. Grab it, zoom it out, go over to the text file here, you add your text, line it up with your thing. Hi. And then I could do what I need to do, you know, I make it orange, move it around, zoom it in and out, and set up. Hi. That's that. Now, this is what I'm used to. This is what I'm used to. Now, what I'm trying to do is this. This is DaVinci Resolve, free version. Of course, I heard it from Markiplier. He was like, hey, try this out. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to actually try and make a video on this to see if it's better for me than CapCut. So far, I wanted to, you know, zoom the video out and caption what he said. So I took this clip, and I used this clip as a test, and this is what I got here.
Hi.
Hi.
You scared to be that?
Oops, I don't know. See, I'm still not used to it just pausing if you click around. Whatever. This took a lot of fucking work. What I had to do is I had this full thing here. Actually, to even begin, I started out on this screen here. And I was like, okay, what do I do? Blah, blah, blah. So I started clicking around, and I managed to move this down here. I was like, okay, cool. And then I started clicking some more. I probably add a marker. I did not split the clip here. I clicked one of these a couple times. I clicked fast review, and it scared the hell out of me when it started playing. Yeah. And then I found these tabs down here, and I was like, oh, cool, great, this is awesome. So I clicked this. This is the revolutionary tab. This is where most of the work I think might be done. And so then so I was on the screen, and I was like, okay, I want a clip right here where he says hi. So I can cut it, zoom it out, and caption it. So I looked around, I clicked around a little bit, and then I found this, the razor icon. This thing lets you cut your thing. So I was like, good, great. I have a section. Now what? I struggled to find out how to make it stop cutting until I found the select tool. So I selected it. Cool, great. I selected this clip. Now what? What the hell am I looking at? Where do I go? So like I look around, I'm like, maybe there's something, maybe I can like find a feature. I click this, I'm like, okay, that doesn't work. And then I find this, I'm like, oh, zoom. I move it, and it zooms out. Aha! Yippee! So I can zoom it out in and out as I want. I can make it 0, or I can make it that, whatever. Cool, great. I zoomed the clip out. Now what? And then I knew I needed to add text for a caption. So I'm like, okay, how do I add text? So I go up in here. I'm like, maybe there's something up here. Maybe there's something add text here, add text here. Maybe there's something add text here. Nothing. And I'm clicking around, and I'm looking around, and then finally I remember these tabs on here. So I click on this tab. Nothing. So I'm clicking around, I'm looking around, and then I find this. Titles. Ta-da! So at first, I'm like, okay, cool, let's do this. This is text, so I drag it down here to this to line up with my clip. This is the original clip. This is my example clip. And then I'm like, okay, great. Let's go back here. Now we have text. Now I need to just cut it so it matches the length. So I figure, oh, here we go. Use this, and it works. Select, delete. Yeah, I got text. I move this around, and I'm like, oh, cool, what is this? Oh, I've learned something. I've just learned something. Huh! I've just learned that I can edit this basic text. I thought I just had to use the custom text. No, I can edit this. Color, make it whatever purple I want, because his color's purple. And this makes it so much easier for me to like move around. I can actually see, and it doesn't snap with the bottom of the frame. There we go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a new project, which I think might be this. Let's make a good video. Create. Okay, we're starting fresh. What I want to do now is add my clips. I don't remember how to add my videos. Okay, now we have this. Great. I don't know about, this is modded lethal. Let's do something with modded lethal. Now we can drag this down here, and we have our timeline. Yay! Now, what I want to do is, I guess, do my normal process. I will just, since this is a test, I will just make it short for me, and I'll just, like, cut it, like, here. So, take this, I'll cut it, like, here, take my select, delete that. Then what I can do is cut out the beginning.
Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker.
Okay, our setup takes so long in deleting all that. And here's the cool thing. We have space. Instead of just moving it, we can actually click this empty space here and delete that, and it'll automatically go. That's pretty cool on my end. The first thing that I want to do is find a clip within this. Oh, I have an idea. So, my idea, I just thought of this. I don't know. It was a good idea. I type out, like, almost the whole FNAF 6 ending speech, where he's like, sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth. Still remember that name. I want to clip that as it's speaking, because there's going to be a lot of other speaking here. And I want to have that original, like, you know, that scene slowly fade in. So what I need to do first is find the clip where I start speaking. Okay, now I'll cut it here. I want to zoom in and make sure I'm cutting it correctly. Bonk. Select. Bonk. Select. Bonk. Haha, that's cool.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune.
This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to let this play out because I don't know when he starts. Delete. Okay, now I have a clip. Now what I want to do, it's just a minute long. I want to now find... Okay, so in theory, it should be pretty simple. Here, actually, I'll do it in CapCut real quick to get an example of what I want. I'm going to import my... is it this one? I don't remember. I think it was this one. Now, we just blank that away.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles.
I forgot that you don't even realize we're trapped part, but whatever. Now we can actually do this, and it's 16 seconds. Okay. See, I don't know how to read time in this timeline. It doesn't look like 16 seconds, but it makes sense because that's 1, 12, 16. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense. Oh, look at that. Up there, I just see that. 1:16. So I don't know what this 1 is about, but it's 16 seconds. In CapCut, I would then take my FNAF 6 Henry speech. I would put it over this. I would mute the FNAF 6 Henry speech. I would then go to animation. I would click fade in. And I would go this. And I'd cut it. So now it's this.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune.
Oh, here's a good thing too. What I might do is I might cap it at a transparency, so let's quickly get rid of the animation so I can see its full transparency. I'd go to video, I would go to blend, and I'd go to opacity, and I'd make it probably about there. So now, I'd animation in fade in fully.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles.
That's how I might do it here. Just super quick, super easy. Now, how I might do it in DaVinci Resolve. No fucking idea. First of all, let's figure out. Let's first of all file. Okay, we have it there. Now, if we put it over, got it. Now, oh, here, what I can do is this. I can cut that there. Delete. Got it. Whoa, epic. Okay, cool. Now, I want to mute this. Easy. Easy peasy. Now, we got this.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune, endless circle.
Here's something fun. I will cut it here. I'll cut it there. Okay, now is the fun part. Let's go to this tab. Which one's the Henry speech? This one's the Henry speech. Is this muted here?
Out here into a labyrinth of sounds.
Part that I wanted to do as at this part when it's fully faded in. I wanted to shoot. Here, let's get its opacity first here. The opacity would be here. Aha! Okay, I'm gonna get it there. So 61.07. Here, let's actually I'll go here and I'll type 61.07. Okay, now that should be the same opacity all the way through. Now what I want to do here is I want to zoom it out. I want to... Whoa! Oh my god! That is cool! I can't do that in CapCut. Oh man. Okay. Is this like a reset button? Good. Yeah! Yeah! I want to zoom it out and like rotate it. Oy oy oy. Because it goes oy oy oy. So this is what I got. This is what I got.
Have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. The labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. Your lust for blood has driven you an endless circle.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I am going to now. Is there effects? Whoa, wait. There's effects here, transitions, but I can't get to effects. Maybe that's a. Fade in. Maybe I do it here. Effects. DSLR. Oh, that's really good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, okay. Where is the adjustment? Clip adjustment. Hold on. Fade in. Fade in. Abstraction. Smooth cut. This is kind of a fade. That's a fade. That's a fade. That's also a fade. That's totally a fade. Hold on. If I have it fade in all the way.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit.
Okay, that's where it starts.
No prize.
So I think it would be.
Has driven you in.
I think it would just be worth it to kind of just make it a lot shorter.
You have all been called here into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection.
Wait, I think
here.
It's not even like
into
doing nothing. I'll just have it go here again. Now, what is this? This is what's causing the star to happen. So how do I get rid of this? I need to figure out how to get that transition or that effect off of there. What I could do is straight up just Boink, 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 blah, 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 blah. Okay. It has no effect.
You have all been called here.
Okay, now it has no effect. Now I go to transitions and go to additive dissolve. Make that there. Wait, really? Additive dissolve on you, please. There we go. Now I make you go further.
You have
I have an idea. I have an idea. Let me do this idea in CapCut to see if I can figure out what I want to do. Now, what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna cut it here. Finish that off. I don't exactly know when it is. Unmute it. Here it is. So I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna extract audio, which is this.
given you an endless circle.
Now I realize I forget.
You don't even realize that you are trapped.
Okay, that's where it's gonna stop. So I cut it there. Cut it there. What the fuck did I just do?
You have all been called here.
Okay, I don't know why the fuck that happened. Here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to fade this in like 10 seconds. Sure, fade this out 10 seconds.
Misdirection
A
and
labyrinth with no
misfortune.
exit.
A
A case with
labyrinth
no
with no
prize.
exit.
You don't even realize that you are trapped.
Yeah!
Your lust for blood has driven you in.
Okay, and then we cut that there. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good.
To a labyrinth of sounds and smells.
so glad I'm
Misdirection
A
and
labyrinth with no
misfortune.
exit.
A
A case with
labyrinth.
no.
Now, I'm gonna make the opacity a little bit more.
So close.
Misdirection
A
and
labyrinth with no
misfortune.
exit.
A
A case with
labyrinth
no
with no
prize.
exit.
You don't even realize that you are trapped.
Okay, I like that. That's it. I want to do that. First of all, I need to just replay this. So, here, let's go to the beginning.
Endless circle.
Okay, cool. Now what happened to the oi oi oi? Oi oi oi.
Circle. Endless circle.
So here's the deal. I am going to make
You
it
have
normal
all
here.
been called here. Into a labyrinth of sounds and smells.
so glad I'm
Misdirection
there.
and misfortune.
And then, okay, so about here is where I'm gonna cut it. Okay, that's fine.
A la-
Okay, that's okay. I want it to start fading. I want this is the normal thing, so I want this to start fading out. And then we do this.
Misdirection and misfortune.
Okay, wait. I can move this keyframe. Make that -100. Make this keyframe go a little bit more this way.
A labyrinth with no exit.
You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume.
Oh god, wait.
You are not.
Okay, this is fine, because it starts here.
You have all been called here.
You have all been
Into a
called
lab-
here. And it, where he says that, here, no, we can fix this. We can totally fix this by doing this. See how this works out.
Misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit.
You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you, and you have.
Okay. To fix this, we will go to video. We will go to, what was it, just one? We will go to pitch angle, reset. Okay.
Into a labyrinth of sounds and smells.
so
Oh,
close.
you know what? I have an idea. I might move that.
You don't even realize that you are trapped.
Okay.
Your lust for blood has driven you, and
Okay, I like that. Did I do the oi 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 in this? Okay. It's pretty similar, right? It's pretty same.
You have all been called here.
Except I like
into
the
a
fade in this
labyrinth of
more.
sounds and smells.
I like the fade in that more. The fade in this is meh. Now, instead of additive dissolve, what if I do dip to color dissolve? Okay, that's good, that's good. I think we did it. As a finishing touch, I'm gonna add a text over the thing. And then, we're ready to export.
You have all been called here. Into a labyrinth of sounds and smells,
so glad I'm not there
misdirection
right now.
and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit.
You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in.
You have all been called here. Into a labyrinth of sounds and smells,
so glad I'm not there right
misdirection
now.
A
and
labyrinth with no
misfortune.
exit.
A
A case with
labyrinth
no
with no
prize.
exit.
You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make this a second channel video, and I'm also gonna edit this video on CapCut so that I can actually get it out there. Anyways, I am now, I think, the next video that I record, which is probably gonna be a Sonic Racing video, will be edited on DaVinci Resolve. But with all that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.